Your 20s are the one time where you can live like a Kropati abroad without actually being one. Not because you earn more, but because you need less. Because I know every young Indian with an internet connection scrolls through pictures of Europe and Southeast Asia, saving posts they think they'll never get to. Everyone says travel while you're young, but no one tells you how to do it with an Indian passport, a starting salary, and parents who are worried sick. So I'm here today to give you the video I wish I had. A complete, no-nonsense breakdown of everything you need to know to start traveling internationally right now. This video has all my knowledge put together. The hacks, the mistakes, the secrets, to show you how to make this your reality too. And in this video, we're going to look over 7 things that actually matter. The rupee superpower, the visa ladder, the one bag rule, the calendar hack, eating smart, trading skills for stay, and finally, winning over the home team. I figured this all out the hard way, so you don't have to. If you think seeing the world is a dream reserved for someone else, this video is your wake-up call. Let's start planning your first trip. Number 1, activate the Kropati mindset with the rupee. First things first, you need to stop thinking about your budget in rupees and start thinking about its power. Think about what 500 rupees gets you here in India. Maybe a movie and some popcorn. Now imagine that same 500 rupee note in Vietnam. That can get you a delicious bowl of pho for lunch, a banh mi sandwich as a snack, and a couple of bus rides through the city, and a local beer to end the day. This is not a magic trick. It's just maths. In countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, Cambodia, or even Hungary in Eastern Europe, your money multiplies. You can live like a king, not because you're spending more, but because your money is just worth more there. It's the simple, fastest way to travel like a Kropati on an intern salary. Number 2, build your travel CV with the visa ladder. Okay, let's talk about that big scary monster, the visa, especially the dream Schengen or US visa. Here's the secret. You don't apply for the CEO job on the first day. You start with an internship. Your travel journey works the same way. Visa officers are looking for one thing: proof that you're going to come back to India. The best way to give them that proof is to build a history. Start with countries that make it easy for Indians. Thailand, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, countries with a visa on arrival or a simple e-visa. When you finally apply for that Schengen visa, the officer sees a passport with stamps. They see a pattern of a genuine traveler and not a risk. Your chances of avoiding that dreaded rejected stamp go way up. Use simple platforms like Atlas to get those first visas done smoothly, and you're already ready for the second step of the ladder. Number 3, the one bag rule. Your ticket to freedom. Heavy luggage is a trap. It costs you a fortune in airline fees and takes away the ease of travel. The real magic of travel happens when you can say yes. Yes to a last-minute scooter ride. Yes to climbing up that hidden staircase for the perfect sunset view. Yes to hopping on a train because you met some cool people heading to a different city. You can't do any of this when you're dragging around a 20-kilo suitcase behind you. One backpack isn't about packing less. It's about experiencing more. Number 4, the calendar hack. Your secret weapon. This is the trick that separates amateur tourists from savvy travelers. Everyone and their uncle plans their trip during Diwali or the May to June summer holidays. That's when flight prices go up by crazy and hotels are sold out. The smart move is the shoulder season. Go just before the rush starts or right after it ends. Think September instead of October for Europe, or Feb instead of December for Southeast Asia. The weather is still fantastic, but the crowds are gone, and the prices for flights and hotels can be almost half. You can save a ton of money and still enjoy the place without being in a massive crowd. Number 5, eat like a local, save like a fortune. We are Indians. We know that the best food is rarely in the fanciest looking places. The same rule applies everywhere else in the world. My simple rule is, if there is a menu that has 5 languages and a glossy picture of food, walk away. That's a tourist trap. Walk 2 streets over. Find the little place with a line of locals outside. It may not even have a proper menu. Just point at what the person in front of you is having and prepare for the best, most authentic meal of your trip. You'll spend less on that meal than you would on a coffee at Starbucks, and you'll have a story to tell. Number 6, trade your skills for your stay. This one is for those who dream of not just traveling for 2 weeks, but for 2 months. The biggest expense is always accommodation. What if you could make it disappear? Websites like Worldpackers and Workaway are your gateway. Are you good with Instagram? Help a hostel in Portugal with their social media for a few hours a day. Do you know yoga? Teach a morning class at a beachside retreat in Costa Rica. In exchange, you get a free place to stay and often free meals. You don't get a salary, but you get something far more valuable: time. Your budget can last for 3 to 4 times longer. Number 7, the final boss, winning over the home team. Now, for the biggest challenge for almost every young Indian traveler, the parents. You can't just announce, "Mom, Dad, I'm going to Cambodia alone." You have to treat it like a project proposal at work. Do your research. Show them an Excel sheet with your budget. Show them the safe, highly rated hostels you've booked. Show them your flight details and day-by-day itinerary. When they see that you've thought about safety, money, and logistics, their fear turns into confidence. You are not acting like some reckless kid. You are showing up as a responsible adult who wants to explore the world. You are not begging for permission. You are presenting a clear plan that earns approval. And a special note for the women watching, because I know that your final boss battle is often on hard mode. This is where your planning becomes your power. Booking female-only dorms, getting a local SIM as soon as you land, and sharing your live location with your family isn't about fear. It's about preparation, about showing that you can travel safely and turn their worries into pride in your independence. So there it is, the playbook. It's not about having crores in your bank account. It's about mindset. Carry light, stay flexible, eat smart, use currency advantage, build your travel history, and learn how to navigate family and cultural barriers. Tell me in the comments which country is at the top of your list for your first trip abroad. And if you want more stories and tips on how to make traveling easier, hit subscribe to Atlas Explorer, India's #1 travel channel.